CTV family. Catch us live on your TV screens. CPT where we be. 4 p.m. till 5 every week. Ekse, 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 Ekse live. CTV family. Catch us live on your TV screens. CPT where we be. 4 p.m. till 5 every week. Ekse, 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 it's Ekse live.
Being the Heezy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, manene, nani, manene gazi, the biggest,
The baddest.
and the most hip and happening show in the motherland.
Let's go.
It's gonna be an amazing super hour for you and yours. Thank you for choosing us as your source of information, education, as well as entertainment. Welcome to it, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ekse Live.
Listen, I don't even know how to top that because it literally just started off with such an amazing energy, and we're gonna make sure that we take it to the top. Like we said, we're back like Kumkolo. And literally, we're back at Kumkolo because we at Valenture Institute. We were there not too long ago, but we're back to find out how everything going. If you haven't watched the show, worry not, I'll update you. What we did before was come here, but the school was not open yet.
Yeah.
So they're still opening the institution, but now the children are here. So we're actually going to find out, is the school working? Is it a great idea? Are the children loving it? I want honest answers only, and I'm going to make sure they know that I want them to be honest.
The last time we were here, Singogole, with the principal,
Yes,
Rick. We also spoke to campus manager, Ukobus. I feel like we need to speak to him again today to
absolutely.
find out where he's at. And I love that you want to chat with the students as well, so that because the proof is in the pudding.
Fully.
What do you think we can expect, and what are you hoping to find out today?
I'm hoping to find out that the kids are actually really enjoying the space, that they're liking it. The fact that they're not with as many people is helping them in some way. I hope that they're enjoying the space and they're just going outside and being able to, above all things, multitask. I know I wasn't able to multitask as a young person, so I know they might struggle with that a little bit, but I hope that they are able to eventually find their ground, find what works for them, and to be able to be focused alone. That's hard for me.
Yeah, she is Lwandile Zulu. My name is Lama Limun. We're going to be your host for this hour.
We also speak to the CEO and founder.
Yes, we are going to do that. Rob Paddock.
Yes.
I can't wait to find out about Kwenzekalani, what was happening in his headspace for him to think of something like this, because it's out of this world.
Yeah.
Before that, I wanted to say, Hlambi sing in a classroom with Ukopas and see what he does when he's interacting with the kids as well.
Love that.
Also, for those who didn't watch the show, when we first introduced Valenture, can we take them back into time
Of course.
and reintroduce them?
See, Lama's a nice person. He's taking you. I was going to just let you be confused. But actually, let's roll back. Let's go back to the first time we came to Valenture Institute. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go, you and I.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know me and Lama said a lot of things in the intro, like it's an online learning, you can study abroad. Like there's so many things that we mentioned. You're like, Nandile, it's a bit too good to be true. Well, darlings, I have someone here who's going to be explaining a little further on what Valenture Institute is. And it's actually going to be explaining all the deep, needy details that you probably want to know. So we have the principal right next to me, who is Rick Greener, who has started this beautiful, incredible institute. Welcome, and thank you for joining us.
Gandile, thank you very much. Thank you for hosting us, and I'm looking forward to this experience.
Listen, I've told my viewers quite a lot, and I'm sure they're pretty excited to hear more about Valenture Institute. So what if I've never heard of Valenture Institute? What is it?
Oh, perfect. Valenture Institute is an online, globally recognized institute which offers a high school. The experience is completely online in our core curriculum. And it is a way and a place where you can interact still socially, and you can engage with the materials that we have for you.
Right, and most of our viewers are probably thinking, well, I was thinking at first, I mean, we're in a pandemic, I'm studying online anyway, so why should I come here other than just sitting at home and maybe doing my studies at home?
Well, you could do your studies at home, but it wouldn't be the same.
So tease me. What are some of the advantages of coming to Valenture Institute?
If you were sitting at home, you would have material that would be a textbook or maybe something that's online. With us at Valenture, we have interactive materials. So the materials that we produce, very carefully designed, are there to engage you. So you're reading the material, but you're also answering questions. When you're in a live session, the teacher's engaging you. You're in group sessions where you talk together. They'll have fun together. So it's an environment just like a school, but you're online and you're not sitting alone at home.
Actually, some of the things that are most memorable for me in school was when I was out with my friends during break time. So how are we going to make sure that we keep that social aspect alive where we're not depriving kids of being with other students, making sure that they're still having fun, but still, most importantly, learning and being able to go study abroad?
I think one of the common misconceptions about learning online is then you're on your own. At Valenture, that's not the case. We design it so that you are going to be socially interacting with other people. And one of the things about this generation of people is that they are technologically with it, and they want to socialize in a tech way. My own kids would go to a party, and then they get their WhatsApp going, and they're communicating and socializing in that way. So we're just taking that kind of concept and saying, well, let's put this into education. And let's see how we can make this work. So our live lessons, as I mentioned, have interactivity in it, and then they're in groups and they're talking together about the work. They also, the teachers will let them interact in a social way, and they'll have fun questions and things to do. They can interact in what we call office hours, which is where they can book time with the teacher, and there's it can be in small groups. We have our mentors that run a program called a Learning Compass program, and they're in smaller groups there, getting to know each other and socializing. And clubs and societies we've got as well, make and bake, and you can get together and do stuff there. And just because we're online also doesn't mean to say that we're not going to get together in person. So we're going to look to see where people are in a geographical area and get them together in that particular area to either socialize or go on outings as well. So we're trying to make this as socially rich as possible.
And one of the key things that I think make this so unique is the fact that you are doing a curriculum that's not just recognized in South Africa, but in generally the world. Can we just dive into that? What makes a Valenture Institute so special where you can actually physically go study abroad and you get recognized abroad?
Oh, perfect, yes. So we follow the Pearson EdXL curriculum, and that is a curriculum that is UK-based, so it has a strong foundation. That foundation teaches students how to be independent learners, and also teaches them how to think with what we call higher order thinking skills. Universities around the world recognize that sort of level and quality, and it realize that it really prepares them very well for their tertiary education, and so I'm very happy to accept students with that qualification.
All right, so someone's watching, then they're like, they've always wanted to go to Harvard. Would Harvard recognize me if I was to pass really well?
Oh yeah, Harvard.
Serious?
Yes.
Guys, this is your opportunity to go to Harvard. Okay, I couldn't do it, but you can do it. Now, something that was very interesting that had me thinking, would I actually do it, is it's from grade 8 to grade 13.
That's correct.
Talk me through that, because most people will be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not trying to do another year. Why is it so important to have that extra year to make sure you qualify?
So you don't need that extra year if you're in South Africa. You can just go to grade 12 equivalent, and you can qualify and get your matriculation exemption that way. If you wish to study overseas, quite often they will require that 13th year, so you can do that 13th year, and then you qualify for those overseas universities.
Oh, I actually didn't know that. Now, if you want to go overseas, ladies and gentlemen, this is the institution for you. Another thing I want to find out is, okay, let's say I've been accepted. What's the process like? Do I have to come in here, and do I study around the people that are here, or can I study at home? What does my year look like? What does the curriculum look like for me as a student?
Okay, so we've got two offerings. One is our core curriculum, which is where you study at home, and then we've got these boutique campuses where you can come and study with other people. And if it's online in the core curriculum, you will go through what we call a general orientation course, where you get familiarized with what needs to happen in this learning environment, how it works, how do you log on here, how do you submit your assignments, you meet your teachers, you have little sessions with them as well. So we teach you all about how you operate in this environment, and then you start with your lessons. You've got your timetable and your learning plan, and you go through that week by week. So that's how that'll operate there. In a boutique campus, you're doing exactly the same thing, but you're with other people here. So you can just lean across to somebody and say, hey, we're doing this, how do we sort? Okay, I can get it. You can have a little chat, break times, come down to the social area, and you can have a chat and socialize together.
Right. And I'm tempted to say we're moving into a very tech-savvy world where literally everything is on social media, technology to some degree. Do you feel like online learning is the future for the world in general, not just for South Africa, but for the world in general, especially with the pandemic? I mean, I won't lie, we've been forced to kind of be a tech age, but do you think that's the future, even if the coronavirus were to leave our world?
I think one of the lessons that we've learned from the coronavirus is it's shown that online learning is a viable and effective alternative. Things were heading in that general direction anyway, and this has just accelerated it. People have realized, well, we have to go online, and actually, this can work. And actually, this can work quite well, if it's done well. If it's not done well, people have had bad experiences and don't like it. But if it's done well and structured well, then it can be a very positive experience. And what better way to teach people than getting the best teachers to teach so many people around the world? We could get the best teachers around the world. We can get professors from university to come in and teach particular concepts to as many people as you want.
I think
it's all available.
that is one of the advantages, the fact that all these people are on screen, so therefore they don't have to be in this country. They can literally be the best from Russia, the best from the UK.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that's what makes technology so great.
Fantastic, because you are getting the best of wherever you want, of the people that you want around the world, and it's enriching. And I mean, look at YouTube and all. There's dozens of all sorts of things that are on there. You're sifting through all that material. There's some really great things there. Here we've got an opportunity to say online learning, we can actually funnel all that and structure it for you, and you've got the best teaching happening right on your laptop.
All right. And so if someone is watching there, maybe they're in grade 7, they're like, I am considering this highly. What are some of the last words that you would let them know to be like, this should sell you automatically? I mean, guys, personally, I can tell you it looks beautiful. I mean, you can go to Harvard. And there's so many other different things, but what can you tell someone who's out there who's saying, okay, I'm highly considering this, should I come? They're literally like 90% in there. They just need that 10% convincing to come.
Do you want to wear a school uniform?
Actually, you're right. That should convince you, ladies and gentlemen. I used to get so excited when I didn't have to wear school uniform. Ladies and gentlemen, Lamali Moon will be catching up with someone else a little bit later on. But right now, though, we're going to link to an ad break, and I'll see you after this. Thank you so much for chatting to us.
Thanks, it was enjoyable. Thank you.
Yes.
CTV family.